Hello, hello, hello. Rena here, bringing you the road ahead for the week of May 1st through the 7th of 2022. That's right, my friends, we are back. We are going to be recording these for the most part and publishing on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. just like they used to be. That's Eastern time for those of you around the world. I will occasionally do them live, but for right now I cannot commit to a particular schedule as far as live is concerned. Do also look for any pop-up lives that I do. Sometimes when I get home and I just feel like talking to people, I do those. So you can generally get an answer or a reading done through those live sessions. So keep your eye out for those. Hit the notifications bell, and of course subscribe, please, if you like my style and what I do. This is the Angels Tarot that we're going to be using today, and the White Sage Tarot to clarify. So as always, we do these readings by element: air, fire, water, and earth. So tune in and check out where we are in the rotation. You never know who's coming up next. So if you are available to do timestamps, the first one that puts all 4 timestamps, complete set of timestamps in the comments, is welcome to message me through renasreadings.com to have a free 1-question reading. Okay? That is my gift to you for the timestamps. That is one only, the very first complete set of timestamps. So here we go. We're going to shuffle and cut and see who is our first element on the table today. We have Pentacles and Cups. The Page of Cups. Water signs are first. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Water signs, Page of Cups, and the 3 of Pentacles. So there is something that you are waiting to hear, perhaps the go-ahead on, or what the next step is, putting the final pieces to settle something in place. And I do think it's going to be working out well for you. But right now it's uncertain, and that's where your dilemma is. Wow. Okay, so let's see. Water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I love to hear all of the comments. If these readings resonate for you, it's absolutely rewarding for me to hear that. So let's see what's going on for the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios of this world. The week of May 1st through 7, 2022. What is on the road ahead for the water signs? What do we have? Temperance, patience, Sagittarius energy there. You know, this is a healing energy too. So what is it that's going on for you, my Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios? Here's our 6 of Pentacles. So you may be healing a connection. You may get an infusion that helps you pull things together and settle things. You may even get a settlement. What do we have? The King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo there, the provider, right? He's the guy that's dependable, loyal, and make sure that everybody has what they need. So you may be being generous with a Sagittarius. You may be being generous with your time, energy, and forgiveness here. What's going on, my Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio friends? One card, please. We need one card for my water sign friends. And here's the Judgment card. Beautiful energy there. Forgiveness, as I said, rising up and over whatever any obstacles were here, doing the healing work that's necessary. And the bottom of the deck, yeah, it's not been easy though. It's a challenge. We have the 7 of Wands here. Isn't this a beautiful deck? But know, my water sign friends, that hope and good fortune are right around the corner in this, okay? You may have been struggling with this, trying to balance something out, perhaps in a relationship for the future, trying to figure out what's going on here, you know, trying to be 2 and 3 steps ahead when all you do is get in your feelings. And, you know, what you really should be doing is watching, waiting, and looking for the facts, okay? Everything is changeable right now, especially around your foundation, your home, your family, your safe place, okay? Taurus, new moon is calling into question all that you value, your comforts, your finances, all of that. And here's a new opportunity coming in that you're going to hear about that's going to be very rewarding or even long range. Wow. Water signs, is there a commitment coming into a relationship? And after you've spoken your feelings in a very mature and vulnerable way, that, you know, there is that healing element and you can start fresh? Temperance, what are we talking about here? The 7 of Cups, you know, exploring your options, healing. You know, sometimes Sometimes temperance is just about waiting and biding your time, and sometimes it's about, coming to terms with what your options are in a situation and how you can handle it. And that's really where you are. So you're using this time to not only finish or settle whatever is going on here in this relationship, and believe me, it has great potential here. But it's in the future. You're going to have to work on it. You're going to have to explore the options. And I think that means together. See both sides of the situation, both sides of the generosity, where it's a give and take here. And the Six of Pentacles, exactly what I was talking about. So it is that balance and harmony that you are looking for. But it is going to be something that you have to be proactive in. So how do you create that? My goodness, repeating cards. The King of Pentacles out. That generosity here, I think, comes from a safe place. This guy is the one that keeps everybody safe. The King of Pentacles, very grounded and practical and reserved even. Very, very good with his finances. So if this is a generosity that you're working on, you're going to temper how much. You're going to look at the options of how much you're going to be giving. Okay. Now, if it's in a relationship, I would say to you want to go all in. All right, you want to go all in. You can't hold your feelings to yourself and get the result that you want. Okay, sometimes in order to have this kind of a relationship, and again, it does not have to be romantic, but it is a true kindred spirit relationship, perhaps with your sister, perhaps with your mother, perhaps with a very, very dear friend. You're going to have to speak what's on your mind and be true, be loyal. Tell me about our king, please, for the water signs. Queen of Cups, yeah. Perhaps it's been difficult to speak about this, and maybe you had to ask, and that puts you in a very vulnerable position, my water sign friends. The Queen of Cups is somebody that is very closed-mouthed as far as her emotions are concerned, and here Temperance is asking you to share them and balance them out and look at the different options that you have for them. So I think this is a generosity of spirit. Certainly it could have a financial component to it to start fresh, but I do think that this is really where you have to balance your emotions, come to terms with whatever may have gone in the past, and then settle in with someone that is loyal, dependable, and true. That, they sound like a puppy dog, but there's nothing wrong with a dog's love. They are steadfast in their love. They're unwavering, and that's how this King of Pentacles, I feel, is, at least in this particular situation, my water sign friends. So here we have Cancer on the table with the Chariot. You're on the move here. Where are you going? Are you in alignment with this new beginning that wants to come in, or are you going to fight it off? Okay, you've had to overcome tremendous hurdles to get here. Okay, and perhaps your plans are not necessarily going to work out the way you planned them. You have to wait and see. But I do think there are going to be some things that the new moon and the following full moon Scorpio eclipse bring about. Here's our Wheel of Fortune, bringing change, perhaps new finances into your home life, your foundation. Let's talk about the Judgment card. My goodness, the Judgment card. Can you forgive? Is there forgiveness? I think that's the question. That's where the anxiety comes in. Is it possible to do this? Is it possible to begin again? Nine of Cups. It certainly is what you want, but we didn't answer the question, is it possible? I think the Sun answers that question. Yes, it is possible. And the Fool. What did I say? You got to be all in, my water sign friends. You got to jump in. You got to go head first. If you're not in, you can't get the rewards, okay? The Sun, what a beautiful energy here, bringing about happiness, joy, contentment, thriving energy, vitality, really such a feel-good energy coming in for your future. You just have to overcome a few more of these challenges, okay? I think you've gotten the better part of them so far, but there are still things that have to be dealt with, and I don't think that's been taken, that's complete yet. It's probably been started, but it isn't complete. Here's the Hanged Man. No, it's stalled. What are we doing? Why? Water signs. The Wheel of Fortune. You're waiting on this. Okay. So what do we have coming in here with the Wheel of Fortune? I think it was an opportunity, right? speaking your feelings in a mature and maybe even a little bit calculated way, my friends, with the Queen of Swords there. That's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. The Wheel of Fortune here, bringing in home, finance, and important, valuable news about your long-term security. It's going to get you excited. My goodness. Water signs, you'll have to write and tell me how this works out, because I do think you're going to be thriving on the other side of this eclipse season. It's just going to be a little bit murky, a little bit stuck to get there. So let's pull a Oracle of the Unicorns card for you, my water sign friends, and then we'll move on. In a sense, okay, take time to play, nurture your inner child, live with a childlike sense of wonder. You know, come from curiosity is what I'm hearing. Not everyone is out to get you. And sometimes when we have so many obstacles that we've been facing, so many challenges that we've had to rise above and perhaps even start fresh in that, and you're worried whether or not it's going to happen again. I don't think so, especially if it's in this relationship. I think you have a very, very positive outcome coming in. So look at it with innocence. Take time to play, nurture your inner child, live with a childlike sense of wonder. What's possible? What is possible? My water sign friends, I love it. Anything is possible. All right, let's pick this up and we'll move on to our next element. Again, we're going to shuffle and cut and see who's next. Water signs are off the table. Let's have a sip. We'll do a little bit more sage. We shuffle these in. I appreciate you all coming back and watching me, and hope that you spread the word and we can expand this channel further. I think the reincarnation is complete here for me. Rinas readings. And here we go. Who's next? Who's next? Air, fire, or earth? Who's next? We were going to cut. I'm sorry. Hold on. Well, who's that message for? This is the end of the difficulties. The sun is coming for whoever we're talking to. We're going to shuffle and cut. Okay, the Judgment and the Five of Wands. So fire signs on the table. Are you struggling with a new beginning? What was that we saw? The sun and the end, right? You either have the opportunity to finish it or thrive. Wow. The struggle with the new beginning is real here, my fire signs. The world struggling to end something that you have a strong attachment to, maybe even a passion for, and a really fierce, perhaps, partner, Queen of Pentacles, someone that's in your life. Okay, someone that is just as strong as you, perhaps. And then the Judgment here. You know, you might have thought it was lost, but now you're kind of at a crossroads. You've got to decide which direction you're going. Are you going to put down some roots and commit to this? Make changes in your life and make room for someone else, perhaps in your heart or your home even? That's the pressure, my goodness. Someone's asked you that very question. And you know what? Can you do it, or do you back away, my fire sign friends? The connection is very strong and certainly has long-term possibilities here. Wow. Fire signs. Let's see what's going on. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius on the table. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius on the table. Who is playing with whom here? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is the road ahead for May 1st through the 7th of 2022. Again, these will come out at 10 a.m. on Saturday mornings. That's Eastern time. I'd love to say some of them will be live, but most of them will probably be recorded. So do hit the notification button so you don't miss them. Let's see what the fire signs are going to say here today. Fire signs. The Magician, well, you know, the Magician is the ace. He's the guy that stirs the pot. He's the guy that decides what he wants and puts all of the ingredients together. Here's the Nine of Wands and the Two of Swords. Somebody's put up some boundaries and is not allowing you, or you are not allowing any manipulation in this. And you don't know how to handle this. What are you going to do? You're going to do nothing? Protect yourself? Are you protecting your heart with these boundaries? Nope, just one. Is that one? Yep. Okay. And the Ten of Swords. Oh, you're going to finish it. You're going to be done with it. And the Five of Pentacles at the end, at the bottom of the deck. So it's a loss. I think you're chalking it up to a loss, but the decision is clear. Okay. Nope, what do we have going on? There's a judgment here, the new beginning, charging in with a commitment, charging in with traditional roles, traditional values in this. It's something that, you know, you may have stepped away from in the past, but the connection is calling you now to make the choice. To make the choice. Here's the Lover's card, the Gemini. The Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You may be the, they may be the object of your focus here. The Page of Pentacles and the Sun. They're asking for the world from you. The Queen of Pentacles, someone that you are, I would say, deeply attracted to and may have put up some boundaries here, is going to ask the world of you. And you want to go slow. And that's okay. You can be independent as long as you are not stuck in that. Okay? So I think you're worried about whether or not it's going to work out. And the answer is, what is the answer? You know what? There may be some pressure through this. What is the answer here? Let's talk about our fire sign friends with the Magician. Now, I was looking for an ace. That's why I went down so far. The Magician does work with all of the aces, and there it is, the Ace of Wands. So somebody's got to take some action. So you're either being asked to step up your game or give it up. Okay, fire signs. Now, I'm not sure in which direction that is, but it does have to do with someone that is very nurturing, very caring. I would say that if that's your role, then you want more, okay? If you're the caretaker in the situation, you want more. It's time to take care of yourself. So step up or bow out. I put that together wrong, didn't I? Bear with me here, guys. It's important because I like to go backwards. Queen of Pentacles, and then we have that. Okay, so what is it that's missing here? The Five of Pentacles. What is the loss here? A lack of decision, a lack of clarity. Our King of Swords is never at a loss for words. He's a deep thinker. He's somebody that is analyzing this situation and questioning whether or not the new beginning is worth what he's going to have to put into it. Is he going to go for it? Here's the Knight of Swords. Well, my goodness, impulsive. Charging in, speaking without thinking sometimes. I don't know, causing some sort of rift that cannot be healed? Maybe. You know, they want a lot from you. The Hierophant, this is Taurus energy, which is exactly where we are, my friends. But the Taurus energy is asking you to settle down, asking you to commit to, and we saw that down here. Do you draw away? Do you take a moment to think about it? Tell me about the Magician. The first ace we saw was the Ace of Wands. So what action are you going to take? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius on the table. What action are you going to take? Oh, are you cutting off communication? Certainly possible. You might just decide to end it. Okay. It may be that you didn't speak to them for a while and they, you know, put up some boundaries and said, hey, you, what are you doing? We're not going to stand for that. Ace of Swords. You've got to get really clear in your communication and what it is you want. You've got a fresh idea, perhaps. Ace of Pentacles. Wow. All right. So it means, my friends, that you may be deciding to go for what it is they are asking from you. There's that. The traditional, maybe even marriage, a good connection and a marriage. Wow. They're asking you to choose them. They're asking you to choose the relationship. You know what? There is huge potential in this too. So whatever they're asking for you is not just a pipe dream. It certainly has legs to it. It certainly has the ability. It's whether or not you put the effort into it. We'll tell the story. So here we go. Ace of Pentacles. Where are the boundaries coming in? What are you? Oh, and the Ace of Hearts. Oh, the Ace of Cups. My goodness. Your heart is already involved in this. Look at this lineup we have, my fire sign friends. Woo-hoo. This is the new moon eclipse in Taurus acting on your behalf, starting something fresh here. So you have the choice whether or not to be a little bit less guarded and open yourself up to perhaps, you know, a difficult ending if it doesn't work out, or you can go all in here. Wow. No Wheel of Fortune. There's nothing you can do about this. You know, we all have the opportunity to change our fate, our karma, our destiny by the decisions that we make each and every day. So if you decide not to commit to this, not to honor your heart, not to choose what the Wheel of Fortune is putting in front of you, then here's where you are. And that's okay. That's where you want to be. But this is, I think, a lonely and desolate place. Look at this. Okay? Is it better to perhaps offer your heart and take the chance? Now, you know, the Hierophant can mean a lot of different things. It is most definitely the structures that we build in our life, though. And I think you are hesitating on that because you may have already had or have another connection here. But, you know, I'm not suggesting a third party, but there are choices that you need to make. It's going to involve perhaps combining lives, and that's the difficulty because you're not sure about the situation yet. But if you don't let it mature from these aces, then you don't know. And the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius there. Who's going to step up? Fire signs. Who's going to be the leader in this? Who's going to be the controlling factor in this? Ten of Swords. Give me one more, please. Fire signs. Queen of Swords. Well, you know what? Perhaps the other party is the deciding factor because you didn't react quick enough, or you didn't offer your heart fully. You were guarded and questioning, okay? Sometimes, you know, this, especially in eclipse season, when the opportunities come around, they don't necessarily stay on the table for very long. So you are going to have to look at things, perhaps, and act impulsively here with our Knight of Swords. Decide whether or not you're in or you're out. You're in or you're out. Okay, you may be deciding that it's not for you. But I do think that you see the potential in this. Where are we taking this? Thank you. That's where you're struggling. You know what? Can you be in love again? Can you be open and unguarded? Is this going to be as satisfying, or is it better to be independent? Is it better to be on your own? What's the King of Wands going to decide? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Seven of Wands. It's not necessarily worth the effort, perhaps. Decisions. Tell me about these aces for the water signs. Page of Wands. You know, without, first off, things I think will be exciting when these opportunities come in, and that's where the struggle is, because there are a lot of different ways it can go if you decide to move through this. And yeah, betrayal or difficulty is certainly one of them. But I think that the reward that you find here is most definitely going to be worth it if you decide that this new beginning, with maybe some traditional aspects, some cemented commitment in this relationship, is possible, because we do have the Leo card here, the sun, the bold, the bright, the beautiful, right? This is Leo season going to be what? Mid-July to August. So you may find yourself in that time frame where all of this has started to gel and come together. And this bitterness is just a dream, a memory. All right, my fire sign friends, let's see what the... I'm going to pull a romance angel on this, since we have love, commitment, and a decision. My goodness. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius on the table, asking you to act. The Wheel of Fortune is asking you to get involved. That's your choice. What do we have? Forgiving and learning. Yes, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So you may be guarded and uncertain about what to do, especially if you've been betrayed in the past, my fire sign friends. Forgiving and learning. Not every situation is identical. Sometimes people tell you exactly what they need, and you have to assess from there. And I do believe whatever this Queen of Pentacles is offering, she's been very, very clear in what the choices are. You're either with me or I'm moving on. Okay, I'm good on my own. I don't necessarily need you, and I'm not going to wait forever. All right? There's joy, happiness, and contentment possible in this if you can find your peace with whatever went before. If you can unburden your soul and take action where you feel the strongest pull, whether that be heart, commitment, or clarity. All right. Let's pick this up and we'll see who is next. Fire signs are off the table. We have air and earth next. My friends, thank you again so much for joining me here. I truly loved doing these roads ahead, and I will certainly get back into it, but I've missed you guys. Let's see who's next. Air or earth? Air or earth? What's going on? Fire signs. So, excuse me, air or earth. We're finished with the fire signs. So we're going to shuffle and cut. Shuffle and cut. All the links to the deck, this new deck, the Angels Tarot, are going to be in the description box, so you're certainly welcome to visit that website and purchase if you like. Who's next? Air or earth? Oh, shuffle and cut, Karen. Here we have the swords. We have the Two of Swords and the Six of Swords. So we're going to do air signs next. What is it you are questioning, my air sign friends? What is it you just don't want to be involved in? Just want to move on. I'm not going to even put my feet in the water of these emotions. I'm just moving on. Looking for peace, looking for harmony, and sometimes it's better if you just do nothing. I think that's exactly how you feel, my friends. What's going on here? Air signs. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Let's do this. Let's clear out some of that fire energy because they are still in my head. All right. I'm going to use a little Florida water too. They are persistent. Fire signs. We've got a lot of energy right now, at least in my head. Here we go. Fire signs. Air. Listen, say fire signs. My goodness. Air signs. Air signs. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Air signs. Air signs on the table. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. What do they need to know for the road ahead, May 1st through May 7th of 2022? Air signs. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Five of Pentacles. The Ten of Swords. The Empress. One more card, please. I'm sorry to say, my air sign friends, someone has suffered the loss of a mother figure. Moon. You know, there are uncertainties about it, how to fix it, how to make it right. I don't know that you can. Now, I don't know if this is an actual someone leaving this plane, I'm sorry to say, but there is most definitely something changing here in a relationship as far as, you know, I think a mother figure is concerned. Moon card, bringing in the uncertainty, bringing in the emotions, when really all you're trying to do is balance it out. Libra energy here, Scorpio. Now this may be our Scorpio full moon coming up on May 16, so things may be finished, whatever this loss or difficulty is, may be finished by then. Okay, and that is, by the way, too, the full moon that we see in our moon card. So certainly could be a time frame where justice will be done if there's been some sort of difficulty or even betrayal. But you're the magician, you're the manipulator in this, you're the master of this. And what is it that you're looking at? Here you are, my Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, reacting instead of taking your time, getting a little bit short. You need to assess what's going on. You need to go, you need to decide who's on your side and where you're going to be able to find the support that you need to bring the healing energy in with the Star card, Aquarius here. Now the Ace of Wands is behind that as well, so I don't know if there's a point where you have to take back your power in this situation, where you have to be perhaps the one that wields the big stick in whatever this is. Let's see where we're headed. What is the loss that we've suffered here, my air sign friends? Aquarius, Libra, Geminis. The Seven of Cups and the King of Pentacles. I don't think you know how to provide what others need. They may be pulling at you from all directions in this situation. But they're asking you to be the force of reason in this. There's the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, the Wheel of Fortune is changing things. The Wheel of Fortune is fate, karma, kismet, divine timing, all of that. And we have the opportunity to change it when we make our own decisions, okay? So you can choose to move through this and transform whatever is going on, change it dramatically. Whatever this is has been the catalyst for dramatic change, especially at that full moon in Scorpio. Justice will be done. Justice will be done. Now we saw the Magician, right? Where is the first ace? We haven't had it out yet, have we? King of Cups, the Star, the Ace of Wands, there it is. So someone, you have to step up and take the action here. Take the action by reaching out and taking the next step. Now, what is the next step? It's about love and family and commitments, okay? Love, family, and commitments. The ties that bind here, the Hierophant, the faith. What is it that you feel you must do with integrity and honor in this? Taurus energy here. So there is, I think, a family structure that is at stake, and one that has been under pressure, one that has been under, I'm going to say even attack, okay? So you have to step up and take the action here. That's what we see. In order to effect this healing, create that harmony again, create that balance that you've been seeking. The moon is throwing everything off kilter right now. So what is it you perceive as a betrayal? Not saying it wasn't, but what is it you perceive and how are you going to react? You know what, if that's the case, if you do see it as something that is distasteful, you want to make sure that you go slow, that you want to make sure that you approach with caution and do everything that you feel is necessary in a cautious manner. Okay, I wouldn't overreact on anything here, my air sign friends. Tell me about the Empress and the Queen of Cups. Whatever the situation is, it's got you in your feelings. The Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Someone that is very kind, loving, and nurturing, but, you know, also very sensitive. And I don't know, were they the ones that have been betrayed? Were they the ones that have called things off or changed things? Four of Swords. So they may have taken a step back here, my friends, to collect their thoughts. You might have even done the same to collect your feelings and decide how it is you are feeling so that you can proceed through this landmine with caution. What is changing? What is changing with the Death card? Okay, that's the Page of Wands. So things are about to get interesting. Okay, interesting in a good way? I'm not sure yet. Let's see. Star card, yes, interesting in a beautiful way. That's the wish card, my friends. And if you take the action on whatever it is we're talking about, you may have turned your back on a particular situation just because it was too difficult, too painful. If that's the case, you got to sort through the facts and come to terms with maybe your part in it and your place in it and how you acted and what else happened, okay? It's about balancing out the emotions and maybe even offering forgiveness, being generous of heart so that you recognize that this is about getting back into a comfortable place of emotional intelligence in this, being mature about this so that you can bring about this healing. But somebody's got to take the first step. Is that going to be you? Air signs. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We only have our Queen of Swords out for you. Well, we have Libra there too, Justice. We don't see the Lover's card out, so Gemini not on the table yet. That doesn't mean that you're not involved, my Gemini friends. What do we have? The Knight of Swords. You're just going to do it. You may charge in and speak without thinking and kind of put your foot in it. And sometimes that's okay. Sometimes it works out. And sometimes you need to approach with caution. I would ask you to get your thoughts and your emotions very clear before you do speak about this, okay? Because once you do, things are going to take off, okay? They're going to get interesting. I do think in a fortunate way, though, the Eight of Cups, whatever it is you're leaving behind is meant to be left here on the table. Dealing with the emotions of it, just as I said. And then justice will be done. You're going to be able to come to terms with it. You're going to be able to settle it, whatever it is, with justice here on the table. Libra energy. And, you know, while it may not work out exactly as you hoped, taking a step in that direction is going to be beneficial. Okay? Let's see what the unicorns have to say for my air sign friends. Awareness. Live in the moment. Be conscious of your thoughts. Look for signs and guidance. You know, the Star card is all about hope and faith and knowing that you're in the right place at the right time and that things really are going to work out. I like to see this as, you know, the universe trying to put you on the best path. And the Wheel of Fortune is absolutely trying to do this for you to rectify and change whatever is going on in this situation. Now, you know, you may have been trying to create something that has just not worked out. And I think it's about you know, settling things before you can do that. The moon is clouding things, and you're going to be able to see pretty clearly here, but if you react too harshly, you may not have that second chance here. So awareness, live in the moment. What are the facts of the day? What is it you know today? Be conscious of your thoughts. Look for signs and guidance. You know, whatever comes to you, my air sign friends, is absolutely meant to you. So whatever messages you may find in any one of these readings online here, by all means, take it to heart, use what connects for you, and then disregard the rest, okay? Air signs. I think you're going to be overcoming those difficulties very soon. All right, so who do we have left? We have earth signs, my favorites, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I am a Capricorn, that's why. No offense to any other elements. I love you all. But Cappies, I need to know. Earth signs. What's happening for the earth signs? Let's cut and see what's going on for you just for the heck of it, right? Here we have the Nine of Pentacles and the High Priestess. So you may have been striving to be more independent, more self-sufficient, got big plans, and you had to make some difficult decisions. Maybe you cut someone off. Maybe you quit your job here with the Emperor. I'm not advocating that at all unless you have substantial savings here. But the Wheel of Fortune is asking you to fine-tune your delivery, fine-tune your feelings, fine-tune your, you know, you've had a lot of patience here with this situation, but you know what? It's going to pay off now. It's going to start to pay off, okay? Our Nine of Pentacles here, the new beginning that you've been concerned and worried about is going to be fortunate. And yeah, you're probably going to move in the process. Those are the changes that you're manifesting at this new moon, my friends. Look at the moon here, the full moon even, your wishes that you've been putting out to the universe, especially if it involves travel or a move. Here we go, the sun, beautiful Leo energy blessing you, even though you cannot see it quite yet. my earth sign friends. So what's going on here? I need a sip. We'll be right back. All right, earth signs. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, what's on the table for the earth signs? The road ahead, May 1st through 7th of 2022. If these readings resonate for you and you find them helpful, please do leave me a comment. I truly appreciate all of the comments, and knowing that they mean something to you is very rewarding for me. If they resonate and you want to go further, all of my information is at rinasreadings.com or even in the description box below. Excuse me. Let's see what's going on here for my earth sign friends, my fellow earth signs. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. What's coming out for my earth signs? Hanged Man, you're in limbo, my friends. Boy, doesn't it feel like it. My goodness. Justice and disappointment. So, you've been disappointed. How do you make it right? How can it be right? The Devil. I don't know. Wow. The Devil is Capricorn energy there. So you may be feeling very, very stuck and disappointed in the fact that you are not moving forward here. You're not moving where you want to be. And you may be lashing out as a result. Our Queen of Swords, air signs, is very sharp. She can be abrasive. So be careful with that, my earth sign friends. Especially if this is something that you want to promote or further or settle, okay? There's been some sort of heartbreak or grief here involved with perhaps someone that is a deep attraction for you, because we have happiness, joy, contentment, and possibility of commitment on the other side. But if you put somebody under pressure for that, if you have put a load on someone else, I don't know that that's going to work out, okay? You may see them as leaving you behind. Here's our Queen of Pentacles, yeah. Did you end it? Did they end it? Did you give me an ultimatum and that was kind of foolish here? But the Sun, yes, baby, the Sun. You know what? They may be struggling with the ultimatum that you gave them, but I think you'll have justice, okay? If they've been, if they've been withholding, if they have been withholding their emotions here, that's where they're struggling. They're not sure whether or not they can give you what it is you want. All right, they're not sure they can give you what it is you want. They like their independence. They like being autonomous. They like being in charge of their life. The King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You may have a fire sign involved. But the moon is playing an integral part in this new beginning. And I know that it's got you concerned here. Which direction is it going to go? You're going to be celebrating, okay? Despite the fact that you don't believe it, there is an offer coming from maybe the King of Pentacles. It's the other side of that King of Wands, the security, the stability, the loyalty that you've been asking for, finally coming to peace and harmony and forgiveness even for whatever this is. I think the lure is very strong. Okay, the Knight of Swords. So I think they're asking you if you're sincere, or you're asking them if they're sincere. The Chariot in the Queen of Swords. So, are you in or are you out? The Chariot. I'm going to move on if you're not, okay? If you're going to continue to break my heart, I'm going to move on. I need to be happy. I'm deciding to be happy. And if you can't offer me the commitment that I want, the attachments or the solidity that I'm looking for, the solidarity, be with me in this. Two sides, justice always has two sides. Then it's overwhelming for me, and I can't, because I'm looking long range. Earth signs. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, where are you stuck? We see you stuck here with someone that may even be a temptation. Is it a person? King of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, making that final decision, making a decision to perhaps take yourself out of the rotation because you just can't do it anymore. I don't want to. I'm not going to be stuck anymore. I'm going to move on. I'm going to change my outlook on this. I'm going to change my attitude in this. My mother would call this an attitude adjustment. So you are, in fact, making moves to, I'm going to say, protect yourself, protect this heart that's been wounded in this, looking for justice. But, I don't know. Is it time for you to move on? Can you have justice? Where are we at? Eight of Pentacles. You're calling for someone to work on something. You know, it may be that you have to work on freeing yourself from whatever is damaged you and holding you back from this happiness that you want. You know, it may be that you are being a little bit difficult in the way you are asking for what you want, my earth sign friends. Okay? I think you'll get what you want. I do think you'll get it. But ask nicely. Fine-tune the way you ask. That's the Three of Swords here for. What's the and the Five of Pentacles? So you may have some financial obligations that you're just not being able to fulfill through your job, and it might be time to move or move on from that. Your job may not be financially rewarding, and it's got you under pressure here. You're trying to decide what you have to do. How do you be happy? How can I be happy with what I have? I am, you know, I think you're overwhelmed right now with what is going on in your life, in the world, and you're looking at different ways to change things, my fellow earth signs. Devil card. How do we release some of these obligations, these responsibilities? I think, you know, there is going to be a turn of events where you get the support that you need, where you get the commitment and the joy that you are looking for coming in. And it may be in the form of a move. You may be traveling. It may be that you are finally in alignment with someone else that is walking your path, and they decide to support you in this and finally bring about justice for, let's say, a relationship here. Three of Cups. You're going to be celebrating. You're going to be celebrating the end of a difficult situation, the end of something that has kept you held back for a while now. The Queen of Wands, focused on the justice, focused on making it right. How do you heal this? Can you heal this? Certainly you can. The Star card is here, but I think there has to be togetherness. So if you are distant from each other, then you should be traveling to each other fairly soon. The Ace of Wands, exactly, the passion, the drive, the purpose, standing up for yourself perhaps in whatever is holding you back, and making the move to change it. How do we change it, earth signs? Nine of Swords. Well, you know, that's the question. The Six of Wands. The question is, are you ever going to get there? And the answer, my friends, is yes. The success, the recognition is coming in here. And I think you recognize that you need to make some changes. You need to maybe move along or change the way you're looking at something so that you can be happy. Choose happy, okay? And that's not always in the traditional sense here, my friends. Sometimes it's a little bit out of the ordinary, and you know, it may not be exactly as you planned here with the High Priestess, but if you look at things in a little different perspective, like our Hanged Man, you may find that you get what you need. You may find that whatever your choices are, whatever was difficult, you now have better choices, and you jump right in. There's that beautiful sun again, my friends. Don't struggle against what the universe wants to give you, okay? There's someone here offering you a beautiful opportunity, and you have to decide on this, whether or not it's going to be worth the effort. I think, you know, being independent is great, but if this King of Wands is someone in your life, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or someone that, you know, is... this guy doesn't like to hear no. All right, my earth sign friends. So if this is someone in your life that you have been, you know, feeling, I think it's either a past life or some sort of karmic connection that you feel. This is a soul contract that's been difficult from the beginning, and you want it to be rewarding. The moon, I think, is going to bring an opportunity to bring this around. Does it bring it around? It brings it around to this joy, happiness, and contentment that's here. But you have the opportunity to refuse it. So, let's pull a unicorn card for the earth signs and see what's what. Oh, that's the romance. I reached for the romance angels, so let's do that. The romance angels for my earth signs. Now, I don't know if this is relationship based, so we'll pull a unicorn for you guys as well. But let's see what the relationship, the romance angels has to say for my earth sign friends. I don't know, this does feel like it's been a painful back and forth cycle here for you. Heart-to-heart conversations. Yes, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So if there has been difficulty, you're going to have to work on it. You're going to have to be open and honest about how you feel if you want to have that forgiveness and you want to build something new. I think there's tremendous potential in this. It can be exactly what it is you want, but you're going to have to get clear on what it is you want. So what do we have coming in with the unicorns for my earth sign friends, please? It's truly been my pleasure today to bring this reading to you for the road ahead, May 1st through 7th of 2022. If you are interested in a private reading with me, check out renasreadings.com and we'll set something up. Here we are, cycles, yes. Everything has its right time. Honor the cycles of your body. Tune into the moon's magic, yes. So we are at the new moon, my friends. Manifest your intentions. Be ready to close whatever these difficult cycles are, my earth sign friends, and find that justice here. You've been waiting for this for a long time. You've had tremendous disappointment in this. But things are going to be changing, earth signs, but they're changing with your action. Cycles. Don't let this go around again. If this is a back and forth and you've done it a couple of times, end it now. Finish it. Cut the cords if necessary. Everything has its right time. Honor the cycles of your body. Tune into the moon's magic. My friends, thank you again. I appreciate you tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget the notifications bell. And we'll speak to you again next week. Thank you.